Hey everyone, it's Chelsea and I'm here to do your weekly reading. All right, so this will be for the 15th of March through the 22nd, somewhere around that time frame. I can't remember, I should have written it down. But yeah, so Friday to Friday. This is a general reading. I currently don't do separate signs or, categories or anything like that. So if you resonate with it, with the energy, then awesome. Please stick around, subscribe. If not, I do have a subscription to like a bunch of other tarot card readers that I love. Just go ahead and shop around, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and I worked all night. So I'm going to try to make this kind of quick, all right? So we're going to start off with, and I'm going to say, we've had a couple of good weeks, so this one is going to be a little bit in your head, and you'll see actually, I'll start off with the overall energy. The overall energy is the Nine of Swords, okay? So this is anxiety, it's kind of being in your head. It's to the point where you're kind of, in essence, tormented, unfortunately, okay? And so nightmares, insomnia, like I look at this dome and I think of a head and it's just like all of these little bees are attacking you, kind of thing is when I see this card. And that's basically what you're going through. I went ahead and pulled another card to kind of go along with that energy to see if I could get something a little brighter, but seriously, it's the Six of Wands, which is kind of like a hold on kind of energy. It's just standing your ground. You're still going through battle. You're tired. That's kind of the energy that's going on. But the talisman is with it. So what you have to do is kind of kick back and refer to what you've already learned, because that talisman, and this is what that card means, is all of the lessons that you've learned, they're in you. And so though you're tired and you're stressed out, you need to take that time to just woo-saw it out and start listening to those lessons, because that can get you through the chaos. Okay? All right, so for the start, we've got the King of Moths reversed. Okay, so this is the King of Wands reversed, which is an energy of, so if it's a guy, male or masculine energy, we're talking about stubbornness. Okay, so it's stubbornness, it's selfishness, self-centeredness. But if we're talking about just your energy, it's going to be competing. Okay, so it's spirit versus mind, and there's not a stability in it. Okay, so you can't quite balance that energy. Okay, so your mind is trying to take over. All right. And so it's coupled with the Gentle Gardener. And I swear, anytime I use this deck, I get this card. Okay, so that's why I feel like it could be a guy, but more than likely it's your energy. And it's mind competing over, working on your intuition. Okay, so the Gentle Gardener is all about taking those flowers that you tried to plant, I don't know, some squash, potatoes, I don't know, whatever it is, going out and cleaning up that garden. So those weeds that are coming out and everything, the things that are messing with your head, you need to find the root of it, and you need to go ahead and pluck that out and then start nurturing yourself. Okay, giving those words of affirmation, staying in that loving energy, to tend to your plant. Okay, the different things, because this is also about co-creation with the universe, with God, with your Holy Spirit. It's all about co-creation, and you want to make sure that whatever you're creating, whatever you're helping to go through, isn't negative. Okay. All right, so there's that one. Then you have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is all about your endings. Okay, so this is swift. This may be something unexpected. It may be a betrayal. But what that energy really is it's finite. Okay, so whatever you've been struggling with, whoever you've been fighting with, it's finally going to come to a head. Okay, now I pulled Moonlight with it, which when it's upright, it's talking about your intuition. And so when it talks about that, you need to start listening to those hunches, that gut feeling that you've been like, no, it can't be that. It can't be that. There's a good chance that it is that. And so if, you're paying attention to your intuition, which is kind of a theme in this reading, but if you're paying attention, you're not going to necessarily be broadsided, and you're going to you should kind of have a feeling of who you need to cut out or what needs to be done with, done and over with. Get that negative thing that's no longer serving you and get rid of it. Okay. All right. So then we have the Lover's card. Okay. So this is soulmate energy right here, and it's commitment, and it's a mature love. Okay. So we're getting out of the lust and we're getting into something that's going to be more substantial and life term. Okay. Or long term. So it's a great energy to be in. It is connected, though, to your magic stream. And that's all about going with the flow, okay? And with this, it's reversed, okay? And that means that instead of going with the flow, you're trying to swim upstream. And from what I get with this, you're overthinking things, all right? And so you might be taking old relationships, things that have happened in the past, and putting it on this relationship. And the Lover's card isn't reversed, okay? So this is a good thing. And so what I think is happening is that you're taking these triggers or these like little things, the flags that they might seem like they're red, they might just be a little yellow, that kind of thing. And you're fighting, whereas it's new. And what you want to do is probably just go ahead, breathe, and then see how it plays out, okay? Stop sitting here worrying about it right now, because remember, you've been in your head quite a bit. So try not to scare this person off right now, okay? All right. I say that because the next card is the Six of Cups in reverse. And so whereas, upright, it's talking about nostalgia and great times, happy memories, old friends. In reverse, we're talking about like triggers. Just, things that have happened in past. Maybe somebody says something, somebody does something, a song comes on, just certain things come up to bring those unwanted memories, those unwanted feelings, those betrayals, those kind of things. So that's the energy that comes from the Six of Cups reversed. These are unwanted feelings, things that you might not even realize are there, okay? And it's coupled with listening, okay? And this doesn't just have to be with your ears. This is going within as well. So when I see this coupled with your dragonflies in reversed, take it a step further. You need to understand what's going on, why these triggers, or why they're triggers, what the root cause of it is, because you could just be reacting and not taking the time to say, oh, okay, so this is what happened with this guy. Technically, that's not what's happening. Maybe I should dial it back. Even as much as to sit there and have a conversation about it to get it out into the open, so that you can have some kind of leeway with it, instead of running with your head and overreacting and then kind of ruining something that could actually be doing pretty well. Okay. All right. So the last thing that I have as far as a card for this week is the Six of Bees. And so the Six of Bees is going to be an energy that's kind of like stagnancy. kind of getting rid of the drama, trying to go away from it. Okay, so I would say more about it, but I'm going to go into the coupling because that is kind of an indicator of what's going on with this, because you're kind of stuck, okay? And the thing is, it might be your fault, okay? And I mean, it might not be, but the education card, okay, is when it's in reversed, it's kind of like a stubbornness, okay, a know-it-all, if you will. And so instead of being open to new ideas and you know, what other people are saying, you're stuck, you're shut off, and you're like, no, that's not what's going on. You're not even listening to what's happening or what they're saying or anything. You're just like, no, I know what it is. I've already gone through this. I've done this. I've experienced it. And so what you need to do is be a student, okay? You don't have to accept everything that you hear, but take that time to be open, just in case there's something that you might be able to take away from it, because you do want to move away from this energy, regardless of whether it's your fault, their fault, the mom, the cat, the dog. You want to move away from this, but right now you're not. So something is going to give you an idea, and you got to be open for it, okay? All right. I've already done the overall energy, so there's one more card. God, I pulled it and then I don't know where I put it. All right, so I did a kind of message from the universe, and it's a new deck that I got last week, and it's Native Spirit. Okay, so the card is the Spirit Keeper of the North. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and read that. Oh my God, I was trying not to go over 10 minutes, so let me just do this real quick. All right, so the card meaning says, take time to contemplate, take time for contemplation, turn within, connect with your ancestors, incubate ideas, mend relationships, watch your dreams, meditate. The answers are inside, waiting to be heard. Stay warm, create dreams for your future, repair whatever is broken in your home and in your life. Forgive those people and situations that you've been dragging around for a while, okay? The Native Spirit wants you to know, in the medicine wheel, the north is the direction that symbolizes the darkest time of the night, the coldest part of the winter, the dark of the moon. It represents the elder time of life, even the time of endings. Pulling the Spirit Keeper of the North indicates that it's time to take measure of your life. Explore what's working and what's not working. What and whom do you need to release? It's also time to make repairs in your physical environment, as well as make repairs to your body. Additionally, this is time to begin to dream and make plans regarding your future. Your ancestors are close at this time. Call on them. They want to help you. If you live in the Southern Hemisphere and draw this card, read Spirit Keeper of the South instead. Okay, well, I live kind of in the center, so all right. So if you want to take this a little further, it's the journey. It says, stand outdoors at night, facing north. Inhale the darkness. Sink into your own depth. In stillness, ancient wisdom emerges. And so this is basically what this whole reading has said. Take a step back, go ahead and reevaluate everything. Take note of what's, going on as far as things that you need to release. I'm like looking for cards. Doesn't matter, okay? So the key is take that time to go within yourself, okay? Yeah, this isn't going to be the happiest weeks or whatever, but with the whole Mercury retrograde and all that other stuff and having to resurface all of these energies, it's kind of expected. So let's just go ahead and try to make this as easy as possible so that you can move on to your spring, okay? try to have a great weekend. Go ahead and try to, you know, take some time for yourself, and have a happy St. Patty's Day.